As for Yu Darvish, according to John Heyman, the Yankees are eyeing the tall right-hander. He wasn't exactly as dominant as expected when he went to the Dodgers in the postseason. Yu Darvish still has arguably the best stuff in the game. I mean, you could put Darvish up there with Steven Strasburg, find better right-handed stuff, and obviously Strasburg's already locked up, so you can't go sign him. So if you want stuff, Darvish might be the best available, like we viewed Yu Darvish in the reliever market. This makes so much sense, Joel Sherman, does it not, that the New York Yankees would pounce? Or when you look at the spreadsheet and you look at how much money they want to spend collectively, does it make sense?
So it makes sense as far as what you're saying, which is great stuff, and he wouldn't even feel the pressure in New York. I mean, he might feel self-imposed pressure, but, I mean, with Severino there and Tanaka, he doesn't necessarily even have to be the number one, maybe not even the number two guy there. But the problem is, and this was reiterated to me again yesterday by Brian Cashman when I called him on a different matter, is they are getting under the $197 million luxury tax threshold. So you have to understand, wherever they are now, they have to save enough room for what happens during the season, which includes call-ups, which includes saving a little money for July trades, which includes in case guys hit award bonuses, and et cetera. It isn't like in the offseason they could go to $196 million and feel comfortable. So they probably have 10 to 15 to spend. I assume they're staying close on Darvish because it's almost a new year, and Darvish hasn't signed yet. So the question is, has the market fallen apart to the point where the Yankees look at it and say, hey, can we stretch to 15, 17 if he were to go there and then just go really cheap at second or third base where we might have spent some money? That's conceivable. I still say Darvish gets at least 20 a year, and if he gets at least 20 a year, it's just very, very difficult to see how they shoehorn that contract in and stay under 197 unless somebody magically comes along and suddenly says, yeah, I love Jacoby Ellsbury and I want to take a lot of that contract. And by the way, he'd have to agree to it because he has a no-trade clause, and so far he's said no.
So think about this. You're Yu Darvish. You get on the market, and I agree with you, Greg. His stuff is premier stuff. Yeah. Some of the best in the game. And now the Dodgers and the Yankees are both dialing back their payroll below the luxury tax threshold. So right away you've taken out really the two biggest markets in terms of resources. And that's why I think the Darvish market is slow developing, because you don't have those lead horses out there to drive it. But I don't think it's shrinking up to the point where the Yankees are able to fit the math into the getting under 197 with him. Texas Rangers, Houston Astros. How about this? The Philadelphia Phillies, I think, are a team that can turn a corner quickly. I like their core group of position players. A year ahead of schedule with Darvish, but it reminds me of adding Lester with the Chicago Cubs.
Oh, that's a great comp.
Yeah, but I would also say Twins. The relationship between Thad Levine and Darvish going back to Texas, and that team feeling that maybe the Indians are still the dominant team in 2018, but after 2018, Miller and Allen are free agents, Brantley, Chisenhall, their corner outfielders, and the bottom of that division has really fallen off. Detroit, Kansas City, maybe the White Sox begin to grow, but it's there. I think Minnesota probably sees an avenue that last year was the beginning of a potential run of being a contender for a while, and they might be in the softest division to contend, and I wonder if they end up stepping up for this play.
So Darvish might be a little too pricey for the Yankees. Never thought I'd say that.